Okay, I teach the old-fashioned way. I stand up and talk and ask questions. My preparation, however, is a major endeavor. It takes me months to cull materials, read, order legal textbooks, read through them, read the notes, understand where professors are going with the conversation. And ultimately what I'm doing is I'm developing a narrative. So there are a bunch of cases that we read, and we read a bunch of cases each week, and it could be just a collection of, well, that was interesting, but I want to develop some kind of narrative that pulls it all together. When I see the engagement, when I see them getting it and the conversations, and I'm learning too, and I tell them that this isn't about me dispensing wisdom to you, this is me learning too, otherwise I wouldn't do it. So the preparation works for me, and I understand the materials in a different way every time I teach them too.
It takes about 750 hours to prepare a 2-hour class for 8 weeks. That's a lot of hours. So that makes it 24/7, pretty much. I spend a lot of time thinking about it and just going over what is the best way to do this, where am I going to find the supplies. I do a lot of work online trying to find the best places for getting things, but I also like to go into stores and see what do they have, how much is it, touch it, feel it. So it's many, many trips to all the art and craft stores around here. Many hours practicing making the objects that I'm going to be teaching. I want to make sure that I'm proficient at it, that I can teach other people how to do it, so I practice with other people. Come on over, we're going to make something.
Yeah, I always try to think narratively, even though, you know, if you're teaching history, you have the luxury of using chronology, but chronology doesn't always give you a beginning and ending. So I search for those things. They always exist. You don't want them to be artificial, but I'm always searching for something, both for my course as a whole, but also for the individual classes. I like to feel like I'm not picking up where I left off last week. We're starting a new narrative arc, and we're going to end it in this class.
When I prepare, I try to anticipate what the students might see or might want to talk about. And so I read everything that I can about a specific artwork, an artist, an art movement, anything that's vaguely related to that. It's a lot of preparation on the instructor's part, because you don't know where the conversation is going to go, but at the same time, you don't want to stifle the direction of the conversation by imposing your own agenda on that conversation. And so I come with probably 40, 50 slides for each artwork, just trying to anticipate what that conversation might be.
What I'm teaching now, Pilates, is a movement course, and so it's less didactic. When I go into the class, I am then looking at what is happening in the class, and that is what my daily lesson plan comes from. If we are all looking particularly stiff in the shoulders, well then, let's just go for shoulders today. But the ability to be able to just watch and listen and respond to the class versus feeling like I'm here to get a job done. As an instructor, that's quite a bit of freedom